Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. I am Marissa and this is my papers, paints and pens. And what I thought of showing you today were these pockets that I've been making so that I can use my old book pages. And I have a book here, well what's left of the book. I got a whole pile of these without the cover from a work friend of mine, and I thought, well, let me just start doing something with them. So I made a whole bunch of pockets, made some smaller pockets like this, little decorative elements, and it's just got a pocket here and it closes, very, very simple. And then I made these were very fast to made these, and then what else? Oh, I made these as well, like a side pocket here and a side pocket there. So I thought I would show you these today, how I made them. Very, very quick. I did these in about 2 hours last night, all of them in 2 hours, so just very quick. Alright, so let's start with these ones. Get my chain place. So what I normally do is I get to the middle of the signature and I take the whole signature out, or the whole double page out, okay, the one of them. And I know there's a hole in there, but to make the pocket, I actually tear the rest of it all the way down. Alright, just close that up. That way I can actually make this part here, this side one here. So I leave one up and I bring that one down. And I just use this one to measure because I like them all the same size, sort of all the same size. So I just bring that one down and that could be in my pocket and I can just tear it up. But just to reinforce this part here, because we will be putting in, or taking out and putting in and taking out, and this part is very fragile. So what I like doing is I just like making it a little bit more sturdy, and I just give a double page there. Alright, and then the rest I will actually tear off. Now where's my raggedy ruler? So here's my raggedy ruler, and I'm just going to tear this. There we go, keep that for my future paper making process. What I do like doing is just to hold the whole envelope in place. When I sew it, it doesn't go awfully crooked. It will always go slightly crooked, right? It always goes slightly crooked, but not too much, and that will just hold that in place. Alright, and what I do, well, before I put these ones on, right, before I do the sewing, I like to bring the top flap down, and you can leave it as it is because it's basically the size. I'm going to sew around just the letters, so this white part here, it will all be cut off, right? As you see, I cut that white part off, and I just kept the part with the text. But what I like doing is bringing this little guy up slightly, and it actually makes like a double pocket. With this one, I did bring the inside, and the pocket was inside, but I thought, this was the first one I made. And I thought, oh, why didn't I do it the other way around? And I did that on the rest. So the double page, the double pocket, the double fold here, just to make this part more sturdy, right? And then the rest of that I folded it up, so there's another pocket over here, or just on the flap. So pockets, 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 we love pockets. And then I just fold up and that's it. Alright. Now I will hold it in place. Here's the other one. And I will start with my itsy bitsy teeny weeny mini sewing machine. I will just start sewing alongside the edges of the text. Alright, and then I'll cut off the rest. Now what I like doing is when I get to this part here, which is this part here, I like to add little things to it. So what can we do? Let's add this one. I have a whole bunch of ephemera up here, and that's what I will be using. So that will be something like here. Will that fit? That will fit. And it'll be too big though. Let's take that apart. There we go. And else can we put? I think haven't put any fabric on the other ones. I like dangling things on my pockets, like a charm or something. So I will maybe do that. Just stick the piece out a little bit. Alright, now this is the hard part because you kind of like need to hold them back, hold them all in. But a little trick is just to use a little bit of glue. Alright, let's just hope that will keep him. And if it doesn't stay in place, oh, it doesn't really bother me. We are junk journalists, so perfection is not supposed to be in this art, right? When you come up to this part, I need to be careful because this sometimes lifts when my machine passes here. So I have to make sure that it goes inside as well. Again. And that's it. That is it. So everything is sewn. I just did a U shape. Even this part here is sewn. I don't need to sew over here because the fold's there and the pocket is already made. So now all I need to do is just cut the excess. And I like cutting it maybe like 1/2 centimeter away from the, or not so much 1/2 centimeter, but maybe a little bit less than 1/2 centimeter away from the stitch. Alright. Now this I need to be careful not to cut my fabric. Just lift. There we go. And that is pocket. And I can dangle a charm from here as well. That's one of my pockets. This one here. Let's show you another pocket. Let's do one of these, which is just a side pocket here, or side flap, to make a diagonal pocket. And you will need exactly the same thing from your book, from your signature. Get a double page. Alright. And what you will do is just get either one or the other. Alright, you can do either one or the other. It just means that your pocket will either, the diagonal side of the pocket will either be to the left or to the right. And what I mean is, it will either be, alright, this side or this side. Alright, so I do a bit of both so that I can have some of each. Let me just do this side, and all you do is just fold it into almost the middle, not right to the middle, but almost to the middle, and then fold it up. And that's it. Now you just sew around it. I like to hold it together, and you can either start, well, wherever you will be doing it, you can either start sewing this side or that side. I like starting up top here. And let me see what I'm going to put. I have this pack here, and I never use the very big things like that. So I wonder if I can keep or use that somewhere. Handmade paper pads that I just stamped a whole bunch of book papers with my label stamp, and then I put them all together. I used book pages, I used magazine headlines, I used maps, and then I just put them all together with a little bit of glue, held it together with a nice big clip, not a small one like this, but a nice big clip, hung it, right, hung that, and it dried. and now I have a mini paper pad. Isn't that cute? A whole bunch of them. Look, got the big one. It's glue here. Got the big one, and I've even got these ones that I used my Sizzix machine to cut ticket-sized or ticket-shaped papers. All right, now where's that one I wanted? And that's it. We have another pocket. And let's see, what else did I make? I made these ones, the side ones. I made the side pockets. One side one here and the side one there. Let's see. Let's go to my signature again. Here's one. So you'll need a double page again. I need a double page like this. So what I do here is I just fold in this part until the beginning of the text. Alright, so I just fold that in. Alright, and then this one I fold it sort of to like the middle of the page, or just before the number page in the middle, because that will be the size of your pocket. So that's the size of your pocket. Alright, and I folded this one in so that I could make a more sturdy entrance for the pocket so that it doesn't tear. But you can also put washi tape just to reinforce that a bit. And then this one I just tuck it back. Alright, tuck it back a bit, not too much. There we go. And you can make these bigger, smaller, wider, whatever. Alright, and then you just clip those together so that they don't move that much. Alright, and here what I normally do on this part, I just fussy cut a printable that I have of a flower or a butterfly or something, and then I just stick it on. But you can always use your scraps, of course. Let's try a map on this one. If you're worried about the middle of the signature, which is this part here, because I did tear that up, if you're worried about that, just stick a piece of washi tape. Before you stick the washi tape, just maybe stick a part that you tore from another page, you know, from the little scraps like this. Let me see if I have a thinner one. Here we go, nice thin one. Oops, here we go, like that. All right. And then you stick your washi tape, a nice thick washi tape above that. But this won't bother me because I am going to stick mine down flat on a book page or on a journal page, so it will basically stick for itself. All right. But if you're going to use this as a element that you won't be sticking down, it'll be movable. All right, removable from your page. You may want to just cover that part up. And again, just sew. Here we just sewn on two edges. We just sewn on this edge here and on this edge here. So this one is even quicker. Pocket. Alright, and I just thought of one a moment ago. Let's see if it will go okay. And I will need two of these, so that I will need two. So one, and let's get another one. 2. Now, I'm going to put them inside. Now I am inventing, really I am. Alright, let's see. If I do this, put one slightly above the other. Alright. Okay, let's open it up. One is above the other. If I fold this one in almost to the middle, just like I did with the other one, fold it down, and then fold this one in just the same, almost to the middle, and fold that in, I will have a double pocket. Let's try that and see if that works. I'll need to put this one here. Let's see if that works. Decorative elements. And basically you're just using more book pages, yes, so I'm very happy with that. And 2 tags can fit in here nicely. That actually looks good. I may just be making more of these. So, I hope you liked this short, very small tutorial, and very easy tutorial, and hope you'll be trying some pockets and using up your book pages. Alright, so yeah, very easy to make. I made these in 2 hours last night. It was so much fun. And you can always decorate or not decorate. You know, I'm sure you have so many bits and pieces there that you can just decorate, or you can just leave it simple like I did with this one, because this is my prototype. You can do it with this one. And I did tear in the beginning, and I did tear with my ruggedy ruler. And don't know why I just started cutting the rest. I know, because sometimes it would just, well, it would go wrong, and I was scared to actually tear along the stitched edge, so that's why I started cutting it. Anyway, hope you enjoy that, and thanks for watching, and I will see you later.